Although I just came back from a week at CES, it doesn't take a week at the world's largest technology show to realize that the industry has a jargon problem. IoT, sensors, big data, analytics, cloud, so many words are popping up on a day in and day out basis. And now you add artificial intelligence, AR, VR, drones, smart cars, cognitive computing, and you throw this out there day in and day out, and you wonder why people and companies are stuck in the mud when it comes to making decisions about how to transform their businesses. Heck, even my favorite topic of digital transformation, two buzzwords that I often say in my heart really mean change management in the age of rapid technological updates, adoption, and proliferation. Oh my God, 3 more buzzwords. Get the point? Technology companies are really in a position right now where they need to think about how they're messaging what they do. How are they telling their story in a way where people can understand? Because the rate of change isn't going to slow down. In fact, we've seen over the last 5 years, the rate of change just continues to get faster and faster and faster. And guess what? People don't like change. The only thing people like less than everything staying the same is change. And with this being part of what every person inside of every company is dealing with, we need to make it simpler. And so we talk all the time about how the technology we're creating is going to make the world simpler, and how it's going to make business better, and how it's going to make people's lives better. But we use words and terms that for the most part the people who are reading about it and learning about it can't understand. How much does the average person understand about robots and artificial intelligence and how it's going to impact their lives? And the answer is very little. And so, of course, they're afraid. Of course, they think automation is going to be the end of their jobs and careers. And the tech industry, by and large, doesn't do a very good job of explaining any reason why it won't. So we continue to talk excitedly, and I'm one of the most excited about all the potential of how AI can impact the way we analyze data and the way we make decisions and the way companies communicate. But for the average person, the average decision maker, even in a company, it's too much to grasp. So we have a jargon problem. We have a content problem as a whole. And this has got to be one of the focuses moving forward, is how do we take very, very difficult subjects and start to make them make sense to people in very basic terms? Because so long as we continue to use these words that people can't understand, we're going to be very limiting in who benefits from all the content we're creating, all the reports and research and analysis, articles, videos. We need to help people through the elimination of jargon for the sake of jargon. And yes, as a tech industry, it's probably one of the most painful things we can do. But for brands that really care about their consumers and they really care about building a community and a culture of adoption within their companies, they need to make it make sense. They need their employees to feel on board. They need people to buy into the vision of what the technology can do. Customers, employees, and everyone else out there. And the sooner we get back to making it simpler, the sooner we start telling stories that make sense, and we help them understand what all these terms not mean from a standpoint of their definitions, but what they mean in terms of the impact that these new technologies have on their lives, the better off we are. So think about that. It's time to kill the jargon. It's time to start helping people understand the power of technology without making it so damn confusing.